Hello everyone, I am Mr. Lovell and I'm excited to announce that band and orchestra are back at school. Want to play an instrument in the band or orchestra? Even if you don't know how to play one, you don't know how to read music, you can join. And if you do know how to play an instrument or read music, even better. Band classes will be held in well-spaced or outdoor areas, while strings classes will remain indoors. If you don't already own an instrument, we can point you in the right direction for rentals and deals. Scholarships are available and we encourage everyone to apply for them, as we would love to have as many kids sign up as possible. Sign up now for scholarships. We are here to provide music to as many kids as possible. If you are already in the band or orchestra, make sure to tell your friends and encourage them to sign up. In this video, we will go over all the instruments that you could choose to play in the band or the orchestra. So pay attention to see which one you like and which one sounds the best to you. And I'll tell you which one I like at the end of the video. So without further delay, here's the video.
A band is a group of people playing different instruments to create one great sound. You may start out playing in small groups now, but before you know it, you'll be playing in concert bands, jazz bands, and even marching bands. In band, there are 3 different instrument groupings: brass, woodwind, and percussion. The brass is comprised of the trumpet, the French horn, the trombone, the baritone, and the tuba. The woodwinds are comprised of the flute, the clarinet, and the saxophones. And finally, the percussion, which has both mallets and drums. Right now, just like you, millions of students all across the country are asking themselves the same question: what instrument should I play? And the answer starts with you. What do you want to play? Keep in mind, it doesn't matter whether you're a boy or a girl, big or small, younger or older. Anyone can play any instrument. What's important is that you start right now, because if you don't, it's going to be much harder to catch up later on. Regardless of what instrument you choose, just make sure to be part of the band.
Be part of the band. Be part of the band.
Hi, Brandon.
Hey, Nessa.
I heard you practicing the other day and it was amazing. I was wondering if you could play it again.
Sure.
Wow, that was amazing. Now everyone can see why percussion is my favorite. But no matter what you play, just remember to be part of the band.
Okay, that was seriously amazing. Thank you so much. Do you think you could tell us a little bit more about the instruments?
Sure. These are all brass instruments. Unlike woodwinds, they're actually all made of metal. We make sound by buzzing into these mouthpieces. And we've brought 5 brass instruments with us today. Let's talk a little bit more about them, starting with the trumpet.
Hey Blake, this is the trumpet. It's the highest pitched of all the brass instruments. It has 3 valves, but with those 3 valves you can play a whole bunch of different notes.
This is the trombone. What makes this instrument really unique is that instead of using valves to change the notes, it uses a slide, and that allows it to make sounds like this.
Thanks, guys. That was great.
Thanks, Nikki.
Now could you tell us a little bit more about the instruments?
Sure. We all play woodwind instruments, and we use our air to create a sound. Our instruments are made of either metal or wood, and sometimes we use reeds that are made out of wood to create a sound. I play the flute, which is made out of metal, and it's the highest of all the instruments, and this is what it sounds like.
It's made out of all wood and also uses a wood reed. This is what it sounds like.
These are saxophones, and they're kind of a combination of a flute and clarinet, in that they're both made out of metal, and they also use a wooden reed. And this is what an alto saxophone sounds like.
Now you know why I love playing a woodwind instrument and why you should be part of the band.
Be part of the band. Be part of the band. Pick up any instrument and do the best you can. Be part of the band. Be part of the
Orchestra is really cool. I could try to explain it to you, but I think the best way to understand a string group is to hear one. What do you guys say we play something for Addie?
Let's do it.
Yeah. So in the orchestra, there are 4 main instruments. There's the violins, the violas, the cello, and the bass.
Basically, the smaller the instrument, the higher the sound. The bigger the instrument, the lower the sound.
But you don't have to be the same height as your instrument. Anyone can play any instrument.
There are 3 parts to each instrument: the bow, the strings, and the body of the instrument.
And in order to produce sound, we pull the bow across the string, and the vibrations that it creates are the sound. In order to make the pitch go up and down, we put our fingers down on the string that we're playing. Does that all make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense, but can I hear more music from the instruments?
Yeah.
Absolutely. As Carlino said, this is the violin. Basically, we're the all-stars of the orchestra. We usually get the melody, and we're actually the highest pitched instrument of the 4. This is what we sound like.
This is the bass. We're the foundation of the orchestra.
This is the viola. It adds middle voice and depth to the orchestra.
This is the cello. It can play the high notes and the low notes.
An orchestra is a group of people playing different instruments together to create one great sound. You may start out as a beginner now, but before you know it, you'll be playing in quintets, string ensembles, and even symphony orchestras. In orchestra, there are 4 different instruments: the violin, the viola, the cello, and the bass. Right now, just like you, thousands of students all across the country are asking themselves the same thing. What instrument should I play? And the answer starts with you. What do you want to play? Keep in mind, it doesn't matter whether you're a boy or a girl, big or small, young or old. Anyone can play any instrument. What's important is that you start right now, because if you don't, it's going to be much harder to catch up later on. Regardless of what instrument you choose, just make sure to be part of the orchestra.
I hope you enjoyed learning about the different instruments and which ones you can choose from. Which one did you like? The flute, clarinet, saxophone, trumpet, trombone, percussion, or did you like violin, viola, and cello? My favorite? Trumpet. But they're all pretty awesome. Classes start in November, and again, we'll be in person at your school. For those that are looking for online classes, we also provide those. So if you think you'd like to play an instrument and join our band and orchestra, then head over to artslearning.org, click on the classes tab, and click on bands and strings. We hope to see you soon and can't wait to start our band and strings classes. Thank you everybody and have a great rest of your day.